right, well, hello and welcome back as we are getting ready for the first quarterfinal in the Prism League. Hoping for a good game. We'll see if we get one. Obviously, we can go through the graphics, but I think it's pretty clear which way this one should go. As Hanoi, you can see, ending up at 8-1, getting themselves clinched in week 6, while Arcadia end up in 3-6, getting locked into that bottom 4 in just the last week. Then there is, of course, the extra result of Arcadia's win in the play-ins, but in the end, it is still 2 versus 7. Look at the last time they played. It was all the way back in week 1. That was a 3-0 win over to Hanoi, but pretty close games, which we did point out when it happens. But, of course, Arcadia did have Matt at that time. Look at the final standings. Of course, teams in gold qualified directly, while Arcadia and Miami, colored in white, means they had to fight through the play-ins. And so we'll see where that ends up. As you can see, your quarterfinal schedule as well. As always, of course, a slot of 4 games, and we'll see how they go. Look at the wider bracket. As we mentioned, just the play-in played so far did allow Arcadia and Miami, both the high seeds, to advance. That Arcadia series still tied for the longest of the postseason as well, going 6 games, tied with Boston KCF from just last night. We'll see if we can get a closer one. I don't know if this is the one to do it, though, as we can then move down to our stats. Your key players are Halio and Koa. I didn't update Arcadia's stats, but that's okay, as the team averages are 5-1 in favor of Hanoi. Looking at the team key players then, it is a tie between Halio and LA2 on goals. Then shot percentage also going to LA2 and assists to Lemon. Meanwhile, for Arcadia, a lot more split as it's goals to Anomaly, shot percentage to Anomaly, and assists to Chance. So that's where things end up. And so, with all that said, we can talk about this matchup because I think it's quite simple. Look at the season, 8-1 versus 3-6. Look at the expectations. Favorite to win it all, or at least one of them, versus a team that wasn't expected maybe, well, I think they were expected to make the playoffs, but definitely not expected to contend very far. And, I mean, stats for stats. Everything favors Hanoi here. And that's obvious, and that's how it should be. For me, the question is, do we see Arcadia take a game, and can they turn this into more of a series? And I don't know. I think I want to predict Arcadia nope. I don't want to predict that, actually. I want to predict Hanoi in 5, because I want to believe Arcadia can get at least a game. But I think the realistic prediction is Hanoi in 4, and we'll see if we can get more of a game. As we do get started pretty early here, it'll be Hanoi in blue, Arcadia in orange. A best of 7 here in the playoffs. Let's see which team can move on to the top 4. As we've seen Lemon talk about a bit of a playoffs curse with him. Not sure he's made it beyond the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, for Halio, always a deep contender. But last season, of course, not going his way and not in the way you'd want it to. And he's still trying to get this Hanoi franchise a championship. So we'll see if they can get that started, or if, like we said, Arcadia can take it to them. Because as much as we can say, Arcadia are a team that wasn't expected to contend. The last few weeks have almost felt like a different team, but it's not going to be enough to start. It's 1-0, 45 seconds in. Halio finds the 50. LA2 the shot. What else would you expect from this roster? And it's a hot start for the Hydras that, honestly, Arcadia can't really afford. because I feel like goal's likely going to come at a premium for them, that what they need to do is kind of find ways to get Hanoi off balance and take advantage of their mistakes. Because if we've seen anything, at least from the stronger teams going up against Hanoi, you can make this team awkward, especially if you can outpace them, especially if you can get the clears by them. But that's just not going to do it. The defense can't get themselves set. LA2 just rolls it behind Chance. By the way, Bacon, I think Andy knows. I think if anyone knows, it's Andy. As like we said, we just need to see them make clears, but they can't play defense. They just aren't getting themselves set. They aren't giving themselves chances, and it just looks easy. A minute 18. I mean, like Koa says, you're going to do that every time. And the thing is, they aren't stopping it. They aren't playing defense. And so they're just going to give it, as there's another open net. This time LA2 puts it wide, but Halio has it free. And this game is out of hand early. I mean, at the very least, that's one more shot on the board that takes their shooting percentage down a little bit, but just leads to another goal. And so, of course, we do see sometimes that these series don't go the way of the first game, that one team can start dominant, but then it ends up closer, or the other team ends up fighting back. So it's not a death sentence, especially not in a best of 7. But I think against a team like Hanoi, they needed to start hot. I mean, we don't know how much these teams have been playing, but your hope maybe is that you can just catch Hanoi, maybe cold, maybe not used to each other. And so if you can get them off balance, maybe you can kind of make them overthink things. But as soon as they get a hot start like this, scoring 4 goals in 2 minutes, that confidence is there. The quick chats are already out. And it just seems so difficult. How do you force them back? How do you take control back into your own hands? As Chance just parks on the ceiling, won't get anything. It might be free again, but a great diving effort by Anomaly. Another big 50 as we see an actual honest quick chat there by Lemon. Love to see it. That'll be a 1 of 1 in this series, I'm sure. This one, though, dunked to the side by Koa. Chance trying to jump down. Trying to wait behind it as well. Koa dunked back, but Anomaly still there back for it. Anomaly now trying to get the clear away. It'll only be Halio. Koa trying for another one. Lemon won't connect on the pass. Koa, no boost, just trying to get anything away, and he will find Chance. Maybe a look for a shot, but won't be able to do too much with it. Anomaly now diving in, wins it over Lemon as well. Low boost on Halio. This could get awkward, but it's a great 50 and a great cut by Latumos. LA2 now already up, fakes out Anomaly, does still get the touchdown. Lemon will get dunked as well, but it still ends up uncontested for Halio, as Hanoi again just have that speed advantage. I mean, it's there to be said. I think one thing that has been proven and is just true, there are ways to make Hanoi awkward. There are ways to put them off balance. But of all of the top contending teams, Hanoi are the worst to go up against for a lower or middle of the pack team. They're the anti-Boston. As this one's dropped down, and it's dunked right back the other way. And there's a pinch in. And so they're still a long way down, but at least they have a goal on the board. It's 4-1. Still a 3-goal advantage. Should be comfortable for the Hydras, but it's something of momentum. It's something maybe of hope. And at the very least, now you don't have to think about the perfect sweep. This one's up. I mean, no, exactly, but that's what I'm saying, Bacon. A team like Boston, or maybe you could equate probably a team like Lincoln, will end up playing more to pace. And so when they play a lower tier team, they struggle to dominate them, and it ends up still looking like a closer, more even series. Think, of course, KC better than their record, but think KC playing so close last night. Think Loudon beating Boston. All the game 5s they had. Versus a team like Hanoi just plays so fast, so just disrespect your opponent and go. That if you're at all slow, if you're at all awkward, they will punish you. And this is a team that I think scored 8 goals multiple times in games across this season. As this one is centered out and in again. Did not take long at all. And it is 6-1. A 5-goal lead, and this of course will not be a comeback for Arcadia. And so as the time rolls down, it will be Hanoi starting strong. It'll be Hanoi striking first. And it's already a bad omen for the Mages. But, of course, still a long series to come as they're going to get outshot 12-3. Lemon kind of lawn mowing. Does get over 100 points. But, I mean, look at the scoreboard. Not doing anything. Didn't have to do anything. He just kind of sits there, does his job, which is don't get in the way, basically. And then takes his win and goes home. And meanwhile for Arcadia, I think it really just falls the defense, man. The defense early in that game just really letting the Mages down. It felt like, I mean, first of all, a sin you cannot commit against this team is you cannot overcommit. Because, again, what you need to do is make them overcommit. So if anything, this is a team that you, like we see from Chicago, sit a little bit further back and then take your opportunities to clear it by them. Because that way, they're still pushing forward, they're playing aggressive, they're playing their normal game. But then if you can get that clear by them, then all of a sudden they're out of rotation. Then they're maybe trying to speed themselves up more than they normally would to try to outpace you. So that's certainly what you have to do, but you can't let that in. And Latumos starts game 2 strong, plays the double, and it floats into the right side. He takes his time and he strikes true. It's 1-0 again. Chance now trying for the touch forward. Lemon on the catch. Anomaly goes for a 50 but loses it back. Koa in free space. A pinch. I gotta be honest, I would have loved to see him let that go. It's playoffs. I completely understand. But that was a great pinch by Koa. Unfortunately, just not quite strong enough to catch them all out. As Halio not able to get a piece of that one. Latumos now under it, looking for a cut, looking for a pass across. Halio awkward, can't get a shot down. Lemon waiting in next, pops it forward. He will shoot. It's a 50. 2 in the air. Halio scores. And it's already getting away yet again. As Halio a bullet down the middle. And once again, the Arcadia defense just overwhelmed. Anomaly trying to drop it forward. Latumos playing it up to the side. No touch on that one. Now Koa trying to pass it across. Chance off the sidewall yet again. Chance off the backboard. Latumos now clear away. Now Koa, another one up high in the air. Halio trying to play it slow. The pinch forward. Latumos can't shoot it, and Chance will get a save. Lemon now trying to pinch it forward. Will get a follow. It's 50 out to cross towards the center. There's a big miss, but no one pressures it. So Koa does get the clear away. Off the backboard here. Does turn into a shot, but Lemon blocks it well. Koa now to the corner. Anomaly to pass back. Way too slow. Latumos cuts it off. Now a pass towards center. Chance dunks it in. Anomaly to press. Down off the ceiling, Koa center, Anomaly can't get around it. Just too far to shoot. And now Hanoi break out. They might go the whole way, but Anomaly gets a big win. And now dunked by Koa towards the net, but just wide again off the post. Chance looking for a clear, down to the corner, Anomaly staying with it, straight up in the air. Halio contested by Koa, but it's dunked over to Latumos. LA2 now off the ceiling, won't go much further. Ends up leaving it as Anomaly takes over. Pinch across, but again, not in. No one there. Same thing for this one. Chance will try, but can only roll it up the corner. And every part of the field just a little bit too lacking for Arcadia right now. We've said that their defense isn't getting set, isn't getting proper pressure, and just isn't ready for the save. At the same time, their offense, the few times they have gotten shots, have gotten centers, hasn't been there to get a good shot or a follow-up play or anything of the sort. And so now as we're down to just over 100 seconds left to go, good control here by Anomaly. But Arcadia so far just haven't had any sort of pressure. That now turns into a free clear for Halio. Koa pops it up. Fortunately for him, Halio misses, but LA2 won't do the same. Lemon to the corner, pinch back, but won't go where he wants. And so Chance will get it back to the midfield. LA2 though picking it up there, pop across, Halio already up off the backboard, LA2 trying to follow it, but won't quite get there. Only able to get a 50 out to the side, but now it's Lemon until Anomaly blocks it away again. LA2 now in the air, letting this one fall. Bounce downfield, Chance blocked by Halio. Halio on it again. It's high. Lemon is dunked away. Arcadia survived. The lead stays at 2, but 2 seems so insurmountable on its own. And there's the first goal of the series for Lemon. And that makes it 3. Nothing. It felt like Hanoi kind of loosened up a little bit, let Arcadia push into their half a few times. But even then, Arcadia weren't able to force the issue and just weren't able to get any shots out of it. So maybe a step better, either because they played a little bit closer or because Hanoi kind of let it stay closer as, okay, Lemon. Okay. I like that. Pops it up. Very basic double, but still gets the reset, gets the follow. It's good placement. Does bounce on the way in, but still a good shot. Making his mark in this game number 2. Definitely was lawn mowing in the first one, but we've said his name a few times this one. Chance now look for a pass across, and all right, Lemon. In the last like 30 seconds, he has a hat trick. And this one did not bounce. It's not a clip, but a much cleaner shot. Yeah, that's true, Bacon. I agree. As chat is ruling, first of all, that it bounced, and second of all, that because it bounced, he should be permanently banned. And I can't disagree with that one. As Lemon's trying to play it forward, waiting behind it. The defense is in shambles, and it's suddenly 6-0. Is it 12-1 in goals? Is that what the goal diff is right now? Because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. As it finds the ground, and that is another dominant game by Hanoi. Lemon is just kind of taking over at the end. I mean, I'd be interesting to go back and take a screenshot of the leaderboard with like a minute left. Because it is, I think, the opposite of where it ended. It was a close game. Again, Lemon had been quiet, hadn't found a goal yet. And then, in the span of about 45 seconds, Hanoi get 4 goals, all of them coming from Lemon. And so that's interesting. I mean, it was obviously a Hanoi 1 game anyway, but they're not satisfied with that. Whether they were trying or pushing or whatever all game, they definitely turned it up at the end. And it felt like the Arcadia defense fell back into what we saw in the early parts of the first game. And so just like that, they once again gave up an avalanche of goals. And so still lives left in a best of 7 here. 2-0. Once again, not a death sentence, but definitely starting to look rough. And this won't help. Koa getting a save, but again, that is the cardinal sin against these Hanoi Hydras. And I don't just say that because Lemon's a Cardinals fan. Everyone point and laugh. But this is a team, again, that will press, will get the quick clears. And so if you're overcommitting, they will take advantage of that almost every time. And so you need to have some restraint, but that is a good offensive play. Halio, an awkward pinch, chance to pass. There's a demo and a bump, and Anomaly bounces it in. That's the first lead of the series for Arcadia. It is a close lead, and it is early in the game, but at least it's something. Koa trying to get it away. A bit of a misread there by Latumos. Anomaly trying to play it away. Now Lemon down off the ceiling yet again. Halio trying to find it across. Great control. He'll find Latumos, but Anomaly able to get in the way. Lemon now under it again, getting to the ceiling. Now bounced forward. Off the right wall. Koa trying to race forward. Now over towards the side wall. Halio jumping up early. Now Latumos dunked back away again. Koa trying to get it forward. Lemon up in the air. Anomaly trying to get in the way of it. Will be able to do so. Now Koa up in the air again. Chance off the left wall. Looking for the double forward. It'll get towards the backboard. Latumos will get a block there. Lemon gets beat. Is there a shot? Chance hits the bar. And a ping holds the lead at 1. It was a tough angle, it was a tough play, but it might have been one they needed. Still holding their lead for the moment, but it just doesn't feel comfortable. Chance another opportunity that goes wide. Now downfield again, looking for another touch. There's a dunk! They gave it to him, and Lemon ties the game. Chance far too patient, trying to catch it, but Lemon's already there. And it's an easy dunk to tie the game. Again, you just can't take your time against this team. They will be there, they will dive. And so you just need to take the quick play. As Koa again waiting, this time though is able to get up and beat Lemon to it. Chance now a double downfield. Latumos letting it go, and it's popped up by Halio. 2 in the air. Bad 50. Open net. LA2 gets goal number 2. And the Hydras lead halfway through game 3. They have flipped the script. They have brought the inevitable to reality. And now Arcadia begin back at the bottom of the hill. They'll have to roll the boulder up again, but it just feels heavier than before. And 2 minutes might just separate them from being in need of a reverse sweep. Lemon, another big pinch forward. It's awkward. It's in. 3-1. LA2 doubles the lead. Just under 2 minutes left to go. But once again, this one feels like a foregone conclusion. LA2 trying to pop it forward. Koa playing it the other way, Anomaly getting up, but Halio's there first. Still, it falls down to Chance. Chance with control in the air, trying to get around it. Does get a bump, but won't get too much more. Lemon now off the side while Anomaly's there. If it was on, it would be in. As Halio is waiting on boost, I think. You know what? Respect. As this one's dunked across. There's Halio. He puts it wide. Maybe if he had a bit more boost, that could have been on target. Another one saved. Koa on this one, pops it forward. Now it rolls down. Latumos to the side. Koa not going to go. Chance will. It's high again. The chances just aren't connecting for Arcadia. That's multiple looks that would have been good, but they weren't on target. Another one, though. This time, it goes in. Finally. Anomaly just barely sneaks it through. Up the post, off the bar, and then it somehow rolls in. Koa definitely hit it, but don't worry about it. Definitely no contact there by Koa, 100%. 40 seconds to go, though. This one is back to a one-goal game. Still feels incredibly unlikely with the time they have left, but it is a possibility. This one's out off the side wall, but there's two in the corner, and neither can Chow. It's a free clear. It's a free play forward. Koa now losing control. Anomaly will have to get it out to the side. Halio looking for a center. Koa diving in. He wins it. He scores it. Long shot for Koa, and it's a tie game. 3-all. They need at least one more. But at the very least, it is tied. 10 seconds left to go now. Chance off the corner, dunked away by Halio. Halio still there. Pass across. LA2 fake down, but Lemon can't shoot it. He might be looking for OT. Halio and LA2 are not. Pass back that one over LA2. He'll actually find a touchback to Halio. Now 50 to center. That shot's wide. But Anomaly keeps it up. It's just going end to end until finally it falls. And it's overtime on Urban Central. The best chance Arcadia have had, but can they get the game win? Now off the corner again, Chance not able to let that one go. Anomaly looking for another play forward, drop down, LA2 will pop up, Chance is there, but Halio's just faster. Down off the corner, Koa on it early. Halio, such an awkward touch, but no one really there to punish it. Now Anomaly up to the ceiling, dropping back down, double commit. Halio forces it to the side, but the boost gets stolen. Chance on the ball, but the shot is saved by Halio. That was a screamer, but now it's won by LA2. Anomaly tries to wait, waits too long. Halio up over Chance. LA2 beats 2, and Lemon scores. Again, Anomaly just way too patient there. He had to dive when it was in the corner, but instead he waits, lets it roll out, and they just play it around them. Again, just a close look that should have been at least an opportunity for a better save than that, but they just aren't able to take it. As this game, the shots are even 9-9, but Hanoi still, I mean, again, it's just kind of our outside bias. It never really felt like Hanoi were going to lose that game, and they didn't, you know? Obviously, Arcadia start with the 1-goal lead, but it just feels like, okay, how long till they equalize? And then they scored 3 straight. Okay, this one's over. Then they make the mistakes. They give them the tie game, but it still feels like, okay, you tied it, but you need another. And it just doesn't feel like we're going to see it. And then as soon as we're feeling like they do have a chance, we're seeing the same defensive errors. We're seeing the same Chances given over. Koa low boost, not able to read that one. And it's open for Halio. And just like that, it is 1-0 for Hanoi. As Chance on the air dribble, 50 away, anomaly off the back wall, caught by Halio. As they had an open look there, but it was well defended with the demos. And so Arcadia will survive. Another save there, but it's so awkward. Second save will help out. Koa now trying to pop it forward. Anomaly up early, runs out of boost. Is still able to get a 50, but not the win they were hoping for. Halio now on it. Again, no one goes. You can't do that. Obviously, Koa's awkward, but he's just got to be able to dive at that. As soon as you're waiting for the ball, you're getting scored on. That's just how it is. They are going, and they will go fast, and you will have no opportunity to react. Especially if you let them do it several times in a row. And so, 45 seconds into this game, it's already 2-0, and that's another giveaway. Anomaly maybe trying to catch it back for a pass, but just ends up giving it right back. And now trying to take control, looking for a clip. He's just freestyling, but won't do too much with it, and it's saved away by Chance. LA2 now trying to play it forward. This one down. Halio the one to take control. Up early. Pinch down off the ceiling. Lemon going for it again. Halio says no. Koa trying to get the clear away. LA2 waiting back, giving them space. Chance in the air. Pinches it through. Back within one. The physical play from Koa booms Latumos to the stratosphere. And Chance takes advantage. Still a minute and a half left to play here. Still a lead for the Hydras. But again, at least it's a fight. At least it's a glimmer of hope for Arcadia. If they want to move on, they need to come back in this game. They need another goal to do that. Then they need to win this game. That's yet another goal. Then they need to win 3 games after that. It just sounds so impossible, but it has to start here. Halio up early, wins it downfield. Koa up early, looking for a 50. It's out to the left side. Chance diving in next. This one up high in the air. Pass across, dropping down. Halio pops it away. Anomaly down off the ceiling. Lemon a roller back away. Halio in the air, drops under one, looking for a shot. It's open. It's 3-1. The slow play, and there's no one else back. Halio just outplays the whole team. And it is 3-1. And with half the game left to play, it just feels like it's going to be a sweep. Still a chance that we could see them turn it around, but it just doesn't feel likely at this point. And LA2 now up towards the ceiling again. Trying to get this one downfield. Halio now LA2 on it. Around the corner. Not going to get too much out of it. Now caught by Koa. Looking to go the other way. He'll get a flick down off the left wall, but it won't do too much. Now down off the ceiling yet again. This one caught back by Chance. LA2 in the air. A double pass. And a shot by Halio. It's 4-1. Again, they will dive, and they will not miss. Hanoi look locked in yet again here in game number 4. And as the time runs lower, 90 seconds left to go. And it is all Hydras. A chance there, but it's saved away by Latumos. Now Lemon trying to follow it up. Latumos just going to take a breather, get that corner boost. Koa trying to wait under it, just can't get the read. Now Koa back up again, looking for a play away, but won't go far. Now down off the sidewall, Halio on it next. In the air, looking for a pinch, but again, just won't get there. Now Chance on it next. Up high towards the ceiling. Koa with a flyby won't connect on anything. Neither will the shot. Anomaly trying to drop it down, but it's wide of the net and it's air dribbled out by Latumos. 2 players there. Koa's there first though. So Arcadia will deny that look as Anomaly tries. Dunked back in by Latumos. Now up high again. Floating. And in. 5-1. 34 seconds left to go, but it should just be a formality. Okay, well, off the kickoff, we're going to see a goal go back over to Arcadia, so that'll keep things going, and that will be another one just to make it look a little bit closer. So 5-2 now. As we'll see, 30 seconds. I don't know how much we believe, but there is a possibility. Now dropping back down. Okay, well. Interesting. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Hate to see it, really. Oh, good, hell yeah. Interesting. As long as they didn't take it to OT and lose the game, which even then, like, it doesn't matter. But what is that? No, that's not even intentional. Just what is that touch? How did the ball do that? How did that center? I don't get it. As Koa tries to play it forward, it'll go wide. The clock will strike 0, and Hanoi will get their sweep. A 4-0 series. Arcadia's play-in was tied for the longest series of the postseason so far, but their playoff game will not do the same. It's a quick 4-0 sweep over to the favorites, as Hanoi will move on. So, of course, we will still be waiting to see who their opponent is. That Lincoln game will be played on Sunday at 9 p.m. And, of course, still waiting on the other quarterfinals as well. But there you have it. As I believe we're going to have an interview just because Lemon said he wanted one. I'm still going to ask Calio. I assume he won't talk, but yeah, we are going to have an interview. And so we will be back in just one moment. Well, we are back with Hanoi. You guys were the favorites, and it sure looked like it. A 4-0 sweep. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good, to be honest. Getting to play the 7 seed, it obvious win, for us. We knew we were gonna win it into the game, but chance did show out. Same with the others. They did have some moments, but yeah, we were just too strong.
Absolutely. Now, what happened in game? What I believe it was 3, right? Why was that one so close?
I think we were just dilly-dallying, to be honest. As soon as they went into OT, then we realized that we just like, let's go win, and then game 4, just don't want to give them really any chances either, especially if they just win it to OT. But still a 4-0 sweep. Only relatively close game.
Fair enough. Now, in game 2, was that just you trying to prove that you are in fact a player on the field, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
Playoffs. I don't really play good. I had to lock in for that game, and then never again.
Okay. Fair. just like a brief, reminder you exist, and then you can go back to doing
Yeah,
whatever. All right.
definitely didn't feel like I existed after game one, but we brought it back.
Fair, fair. Now, I'm not going to ask it quite how Kellen asked it because I don't know. I don't want that answer. So I will just ask it how he normally does. Who do you guys think is the biggest threat for your playoff run here?
No one.
That's not an
Probably
answer.
Chugs.
There you go.
I
The
don't think
answer is winner of Sentinels Chugs.
that that is true. I think we make easy work with Sentinels, but I think it goes Chugs, Inferno, Sentinels. Even if they do beat Chugs, then that's you do gotta watch out for them because you don't want to go against a team like that just beat a scary Chugs team. But I think it's got to be Chugs or Inferno.
Fair enough. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say the team that swept you. I think that's a
Yeah,
fair,
yeah, I think
fairly reasonable answer. And Calgary are an unknown, of course. Um,
yeah, yeah.
so Lemon, how's it feel? Of course, I don't know if it's the most difficult run, but how's it feel to be actually on a playoff run?
To be honest, it feels amazing. Playing all like number one or two teams, I believe, besides one season. Been 8 seed very often, and then went against your team. You got your first playoff win, so kind of heartbroken after that, but got my first playoff win. I don't retire without a playoff win, which is pretty nice. But this probably is my last season.
Fair,
So
fair. Now, we kind of got there with the threat question, but of course, your opponent for next week isn't quite decided, but it'll be one of Lincoln or Calgary. How do you feel about that matchup looking forward?
like who I think is gonna win, or
Yeah. I
who
mean, I guess who do you think's going to win? Who do you want to win? How do you feel about the matchup?
I personally think that Chugs are gonna win, and I would rather have Sentinels personally. Just to have Vice not go with a playoff win, but I think I'd still be happy if we got Chugs. I really would like to face that team, but it's a win-win for us. I think that we can pull out of both teams. I think we can win those, but we just got to stay locked in and yeah, play our game.
Fair enough. Well, after a series like this, this is true. I will add from Halio that he said if the Chugs win, it could be his third time beating Matt and Vice as a duo in the playoffs, which out of 4 seasons would be quite impressive.
the mice killer, is that what the nickname should be?
I don't know if
Just like
The Matt and Vice duo is mice. I don't know about that.
yeah, what do you think about that? Hey, we got Samu Slayer, we got Latimos. He's just there to score cool clips, and then we got the mice killer. What do we think about that? I like that.
I don't. I don't know if Halio will want that nickname again, to be honest.
Mace. What do we think of that?
All
I think I think
right.
I think he would enjoy that.
Well, I do think that's about all I have for you guys. So, congratulations on the big win and good luck next week.
Go Hydras!
All right. Thank you, Doggo. Have a good night, Mister. Good luck in your series this week.
Thank you, Sandio. All right. And again, we can flash over to the bracket quickly as we have a busy night tomorrow night with 3 games. I believe that involves just Miami, Chicago in terms of Prism and 2 other Pixel series. Then on Saturday, we'll be back with New York, Santa Carla. Then on Sunday, we'll have Lincoln, Calgary. So each of the next few days has one Prism matchup. We'll slowly figure out the bracket. We hope to see you back to figure that out. But your final score here, one last time. Hanoi Hydras 4, Arcadia Mages 0. That does it for the first Prism quarterfinal, as it's a statement by Hanoi. We'll see how the rest of them go throughout the next few days. We'll see you then.